iCar is Chinese car brand launched in 2023. The parent company of iCar is Chery, who also owns Omoda and Jayco, already present here in Europe. iCar V23 is their second model. Design and engineering came from Jimmy Technology, which is part of Xiaomi. Chery is responsible for manufacturing, sales and service. iCar V23 was unveiled in April 2024 and premiered in Beijing Auto Show the same month last year. First cars were handed over to customers in China on the 16th of December 2024. iCar V23 has been widely complimented for unique look and very good specs in the context of its pricing. At the time of making this clip, there are 5 models available in the price range of $15,000 to $21,000 US in China. The models are 401 two-wheel drive Advanced Edition, 401 two-wheel drive Intelligent Driving Edition, 550 two-wheel drive Intelligent Driving Edition, 501 four-wheel drive High-End Edition, and 501 four-wheel drive Intelligent Driving Edition. They all look the same inside and outside. The difference comes from two-wheel one motor versus four-wheel two motor drive, type of battery giving 401, 501 or 550 kilometers range, and optional advanced autonomic driving functions, cameras and sensors. You can find online a lot of reviews on iCar V23. I really like it. It ticks most of boxes in my new car checklist. But in this video, I wanted to say what I would like in this car to be changed, to make it my ideal car and show where I think problems are, in my humble opinion. iCar V23 problem number 1. The biggest issue I have is the rear door. Why they open to the side? I know it is complementing the off-road inspired design, but it is so impractical in daily use. Side opening doors make sense if you fix a heavy load to them, like a spare wheel, but otherwise the door opening up are so much better. iCar V23 is targeted at urban driving, not heavy off-roading. Now imagine parking in a tight parking corner, and it is impossible to access the boot with side opening rear door. Also, rear door are the only door with mechanical lock and the emergency access and exit in case of 12-volt battery electrical failure. Now, how are you going to open it if it's blocked? The door opening angle is also only 68 degrees, restricting access to the boot. They do not open fully. Please, iCar, make the rear door lift up. Potentially, this is a deal breaker for me. iCar V23, problem number 2. No rear window wiper or washer. Again, something went wrong with rear part of the car design. I usually need to wipe my rear window every 10 minutes in any car when driving on the wet, dirty winter road. Here, it will be completely unusable in such condition, soon after starting the ride. We need rear window wiper and washer. iCar V23, problem number 3. No front fog lights as an option. I do use fog lights. My commute involves going through open roads with frequent dense fog in winter. The fog lights help a lot. The modular design allows to fit a surge light to the right side of the bonnet, but fog lights should be fitted as low as possible above the road. This is where the fog is least dense, close to the road surface, and the lights in this low position are most effective. iCar V23, problem number 4. No electric folding mirrors and small mirror size. I find automatic folding mirrors very handy to protect them when parking in the public roads or car parks. The mirrors also house cameras, warning LEDs and heaters, and damage to them is possibly inexpensive and not straightforward to repair. iCar V23 is wide enough to worry about side mirrors. I would rather have electric folding mirrors than electric adjustable seats, if I had to choose. The mirror size is another problem and quite often complained about by users. iCar V23, problem number 5. Net mesh door pockets. I have a habit of throwing a lot of small loose things into door storage. Parking and fuel, receipts, cash change, pens, house keys, work ID badge, you name it. I know we have central console storage, but door pockets are so much more convenient to access. Elastic net mesh looks cool and so off-roady, good for irregular shaped items, but they are not as practical as solid pocket for my use. I hope there will be an aftermarket solution to this. iCar V23 problem number 6. No Android Auto, only CarPlay. I know it is Chinese market, and I can only hope this will be sorted in case iCar V23 ever lands in Europe. iCar V23 problem number 7. After reading manual, it is not clear to me there is a possibility of locking the doors without activating, arming alarm at the same time. There are scenarios like ferry travel when alarm should be disabled, but I still want my car to be locked. iCar V23 problem number 8. Unknown reliability. Cars are used in Europe for 10 to 15 years on average. iCar, being a new brand and a fully new concept, has no record of long-term quality. There is lots of steel used in the body. Is it all zinc galvanized and properly rust protected? I am less worried about battery and electrics. They come from good suppliers and also used by Tesla and other brands. More worry is about iCar specific mechanical parts. When and if iCar comes to Europe, will there be enough service access and trained staff, parts availability, customer care? This is a big unknown and a risk to a new owner buying a car like this, until passing time reveals the truth about it. iCar V23 problem number 9. Owner's manual asks to check coolant and brake fluid every leak. But reservoirs are located on the front bonnet, but the manual doesn't say how to open the bonnet. It actually gives warning about high voltage components located there and discourages from accessing this compartment. There is high voltage battery charging and controller units there. iCar V23 problem number 10. Not a real problem for me. I do not need a performance car, but a reliable daily commuter rather. But please note that top speed is limited to 140-160 km per hour, equivalent of 87 to 100 miles per hour. Depends on the source where you read about it. My 1.2 litre, 69 brake horsepower, 13 years old Fiat Panda does better. iCar V23 problem number 11. I have had no chance to drive it, of course. There is none available to test where I live. But browsing through Asian users forums, I found complaints about wind noise at speeds above 80 km per hour, suspension giving only average comfort of ride on potholes, strange noises on acceleration and braking, small mirrors and not great view back, and of course, like for every EV, range is being argued about. About range, I would expect 380 to 420 kilometers, equivalent of 240 to 260 miles of real-life range for 501 model. It's fine by me. iCar V23, it is really exciting and a good car. And I think if these problems that I've just mentioned could be rectified or addressed by the manufacturer, this would be a brilliant car. This would be a car that I would buy without any hesitation.